If you want unstoppable plant growth, it starts deep underground. Today, I'm going to show you how to create living, thriving soil that powers your entire garden, and why regenerative gardening could be the most important shift you'll ever make as a grower. Hey there! Welcome back to EcoAlchemy. I'm Pete, and today we're taking soil health to the next level. We're not just talking about compost or fertilizers, we're diving into true regenerative gardening practices that build soil from the ground up, for healthier plants, bigger harvests, and a stronger ecosystem around you. If you're serious about making your garden thrive, you're going to love this. Let's get into it. Regenerative gardening is about working with nature, not against it. Instead of just feeding plants, regenerative practices focus on rebuilding the life in the soil itself. It's about feeding the microbes, the fungi, the worms, and the entire underground network that makes plants naturally strong, resilient, and productive. When you regenerate your soil, you create a self-sustaining system where nutrients cycle naturally, pests are fewer, and droughts are less damaging. But here's the tough truth. Most garden soil today is tired and depleted. Even if it looks okay on the surface, years of digging, tilling, chemical fertilizers, and heavy watering break down soil structure and destroy beneficial microbes. That's why so many gardens struggle with disease, pests, and poor yields. Plants can't thrive when their underground allies are missing. The good news? You can rebuild it, and you don't need expensive products to do it. You just need to understand how nature works and start putting those forces back to work in your soil. One of the first steps in regenerative gardening is understanding that soil is alive. It's not just dirt. It's a complex community of bacteria, fungi, protozoa, nematodes, worms, and insects. These tiny life forms digest organic matter, release nutrients in plant-available forms, and even protect plants from disease. Your job as a regenerative gardener is to feed and protect that community. One of the best ways to start is with compost, but not just by tossing it on top. Layering compost into your garden beds provides slow-release nutrition and introduces billions of beneficial microbes right where your plants need them. Even better, make a habit of adding unfinished compost, like leaf mold, kitchen scraps, or half-rotted straw. These materials feed not just your plants, they feed the builders of healthy soil. Another powerful tool is cover cropping. Even in a backyard garden, planting things like clover, vetch, or rye between seasons adds organic matter, fixes nitrogen, loosens compacted soils, and prevents erosion. Cover crops protect the soil surface, preventing it from baking hard or washing away, and their roots break up heavy soils underground, making space for water, air, and life. Living mulches are another secret weapon. Instead of leaving soil bare, you grow low-growing plants like white clover between your vegetable rows. These plants create shade, conserve moisture, support pollinators, and feed soil organisms. It's like putting your soil to work even when your main crops are growing. One thing you'll hear a lot in regenerative gardening is minimal disturbance, and it's critical. Every time you dig, till, or rip up soil, you destroy the fungal networks and bacterial cities that have been carefully built underground. Instead of tilling, try using a broad fork to loosen soil without flipping it. Plant into permanent beds. Let the soil organisms do the hard work for you. And don't forget about fungi. Mycorrhizal fungi form partnerships with plant roots, expanding their ability to gather water and nutrients far beyond what the plant could do on its own. When you add compost, mulch, and minimize soil disturbance, you encourage these fungi naturally. You can even buy mycorrhizal inoculants if you want to jumpstart fungal populations. Another simple but powerful technique: chop and drop. Instead of pulling old plants out by the roots, cut them at the base and leave the roots in the ground. The roots decompose naturally, feeding microbes and creating channels for water and air. The tops can be used as mulch, returning nutrients to the soil surface. If you really want to accelerate soil regeneration, think layering. Add straw, wood chips, grass clippings, kitchen scraps, cardboard, anything biodegradable, directly onto your garden beds in layers. This mimics the forest floor, where organic material constantly breaks down and feeds the soil below. Over time, all these techniques add up to powerful results. Your soil becomes richer, darker, more crumbly. It holds water better. It grows plants that resist pests naturally. Your harvests improve. Your plants taste better. And your garden becomes less work, not more. The best part? Regenerative gardening isn't just about growing more food. It's about healing land, capturing carbon, supporting pollinators, and restoring ecosystems. Even in a small backyard, you're part of a global movement to rebuild soil and restore life. If you want to start today, here's your simple checklist. Add a layer of compost or unfinished organic material to your beds. Mulch heavily with straw, leaves, or wood chips. Start a small cover crop patch, even in a container. Plant low-growing living mulches like clover. Cut old plants at the base and leave roots in the soil. Avoid tilling or digging whenever possible. Watch your soil and your plants transform. The results won't be instant. True regeneration takes time. But every season you stick with it, your soil gets better. Your garden gets stronger. And your connection to the land deepens. You're not just growing a garden, you're growing an ecosystem. Let me know in the comments, what's one thing you're going to try this season to help rebuild your soil? I'd love to hear your plans. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone else who loves growing naturally. We're building something special here at EcoAlchemy, one living garden at a time. I'll see you in the next episode.